Hello, I'm Marissa with Design by Geeks and Rissa Rocks It, and today I'll be walking you through the assembly of this 12-sided gem. This design looks complicated, but it's actually a lot easier than it seems to put together. I'll put the link to buy this design in the video description. It comes in both an SVG format for cutting machines or as a PDF that you can print and cut by hand. Let's begin. Start by cutting out the design, either on your cutting machine or by hand if you're using the PDF file. You're going to want to make sure to cut the design out twice because you need one for the top and one for the bottom. You're going to start by pre-folding both along the score lines. If you cut it out on a cutting machine, your cutting machine will create the score lines for you. If you're using the PDF, there's going to be some printed dashed lines. You're going to fold along those dashed lines. Now, if you are using the print and cut PDF file, I do recommend using some sort of a scoring tool to create indents along where you're going to fold. You can either use a tool like this, which is a little blunt wheel, or you can use a scoring tool like this. And you would just use a ruler and your scoring tool to create little indents along where each of those dashed lines are. That's going to make it fold up a lot easier when it comes time to put together. So I'm going to pre-fold along those score lines that my machine created. And if you like, you can use some sort of a tool like this to help make those folds nice and sharp. If you don't have a scoring and folding tool like this, you can use the side of a pen or a pencil or something like that. The sharper your pre-folds are, the easier it's going to come together later. So I've pre-folded my first one and I'm going to repeat that for the other half. And now I've got both halves pre-folded. Next, we're going to start assembling the top half of our gem. And what you're going to do is you're going to place glue along each of these side tabs, and then you're going to glue it to the triangle next to it. For each one, just kind of hold that in place and apply pressure until the glue sets before moving on to the next one. And you'll just keep moving around one by one. And this last triangle, that's going to be the hardest to do. You're going to do glue on both tabs, and then you're going to do the same process, but since you can't put your hands in from this side, you're going to need to use the hole to apply pressure. If your fingers are having trouble reaching all the way to the inside, you can use something like a skewer or a pencil or a chopstick to help apply pressure up at the pointed end. And that's why I left that hole in the bottom, so that you could still have some access to get in there. Now that the first half is assembled, you're going to repeat that exact same process for the other half of your gem. Next, you're going to glue your two halves together. So you're going to apply glue on this hexagon shape, and then you're just going to line them up like so. So just hold these together until the glue is set. There you go. Now your gem is ready. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you liked this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe.